Welcome to Pardon the Intermission, a podcast that takes a look at movies, TV, and all things entertainment from the past, the present, and the future. Remember to subscribe and like the podcast and give a review. This helps out the podcast and is greatly appreciated. Now on to the show.
Yes, hey everyone, welcome to Pardon the Intermission. This is Eric, and I have a couple of special guests with me today. But before I get to that, let me do all of the regular stuff we do, the announcements, which is always follow us on social media. We are on Facebook at Pardon the Intermission. We're also on X at PTI_podcast, and you can check us out on YouTube and Rumble. My daughter's making fun of me right here. So you can tell there's one of the special guests. You can follow us on Rumble at Pardon the Intermission, and then also to listen to our podcast, it's just on all of your favorite podcasting apps. Just type in Pardon the Intermission. We are there. Oh my gosh. Okay, since you've made such a splash already, who are our special guests today? Would you introduce yourselves? You, the one making fun of me. Who are you?
Millie.
You're Millie, and that is my daughter. And we also have
Jen,
that is my wife. So my daughter and my wife are on the show today. We actually wanted to do a review of Inside Out 2. We just got done watching it, so it's fresh in our minds. Oh, she's got her hand up. What do you want to say, Millie?
It just came out in normal TV. Is that how I say it?
Well, it came out on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it came out on Disney Plus.
Streaming.
And then when Mom saw it, she was like, "Oh, we should watch it." And I was like, "Oh, yay! We finally don't have to go to the movie theater and watch it."
We can save some money because we all know how cheap Dad is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually kind of did want to see it in the theater, but it just never worked out. We just never got to it.
Well, probably.
Yeah. So we waited till it came out on streaming. Yeah.
Well, at least we tried.
We tried.
We
did try.
We tried to go to the movie theater like a few times, but it never worked.
It just never works out on us. Sometimes it's hard, and it's so easy with the streaming to now just wait for it. So I think that's kind of the bad thing too, is it gives you an excuse not to go to the movies, not to go to the movie theater, because you're like, just wait till it comes out on streaming. So that may not be a great thing, but we did get to watch it, so that's a good thing. So, Inside Out 2. This one the first one dealt with Riley, right? The main character.
Yeah.
She moved from, where did she live? Was it Chicago? Or
Was it?
I want to, gosh,
where was she at before? I can't remember.
somewhere in the Midwest or something.
Yeah, somewhere in the Midwest. And she moved from there to San Francisco, right? And she had to, it was a whole thing, had to make friends. She's trying to fit in, and she's having a tough time. This one deals with a whole different situation for Riley, right? What is she going through? What is Riley going through? Millie, do you know? She's going through, starts with a P.
Oh, yeah.
It's called puberty. The P word. So in other words, she's turning into a teenager.
She's turning into like a woman and a teenager.
A teenager and a woman, yeah. She's getting a few pimples, and and life's changing for her. Now she has a few
braces.
And she has a few other characters in her mind now that are trying to.
I think there was 5, and now there's
it's like double that.
8.
No, there's more than that.
Wait,
So you had so what do we have? We had Joy.
Wait.
We had what? You got your hand up again. Go ahead.
Okay. So I want to do this like in the last podcast that all of us did. We can do spoilers at the end. We won't say the names. We'll just say how many they are.
No, we can go ahead and do, sweetheart, we can do spoilers. You know why? Because this has been out. Because it's on streaming now. So we're not going to spoil it for anyone. Pretty much everybody's going to see it already at this point. So we're just giving our opinion at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think I don't know. Maybe people will have an opinion or form an opinion off of what we say. But we're just talking about it, how we liked it and stuff. Okay, so anyway, the original characters. We had Joy, we had Fear, we had Sadness, and what were the other two? We had Anger, and we had, it wasn't Jealousy. What was the green one? Do you know?
It's like
Envy? No.
No. That's the.
No. No, Envy was the new one, right?
Yeah. Wait. Was there an Envy?
Huh? No. I'm trying to think. What was the other one? What was the green one? Come on.
She's always pointing out things that
Disgust.
she's discussed.
Disgust,
Yeah.
yeah.
Disgust. That was it. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we have new characters. We have
Can I say that one?
yes.
Oh, I forgot the orange one. Okay, I'll just say envy and boredom.
Envy, was it boredom? Oh, boredom. That's right. We have embarrassment.
And I forgot the orange one's name.
Anxiety.
Anxiety.
Oh, I
That's the
forgot.
big one. And then
That's
we
the
also
one.
have, what was the other one? There was another one, right? Sadness,
wait.
envy. You said
I
that.
don't think there was another one.
Was that it?
Yeah, because there's envy, the little girl with like the sad eyes and like, the blue hair.
Okay. So so basically what happened is life is changing for Riley. So she's got all these new characters in her mind now. And they kind of want to, basically the plot of the story is they kind of want to take over. And Anxiety's kind of the leader of that one. Like Joy's kind of the leader of the others, huh?
Yeah, the anxiety is like, I'll just tell you this.
Yes.
Anxiety is going to cause a little bit of trouble
Uh-oh.
towards the whole movie.
Yeah.
So
So basically what happens is that, so Riley now, she has her group of friends, but
Yeah.
now she's going to this hockey camp, and she really wants to impress the new girls, right? The older girls. And there's one that she kind of idolizes as like the star of that hockey team, and she wants to be like her. So she ends up, we have a distraction, huh? We have
Bailey just
our
walked
puppy
in.
dog just walked in, so that's a new distraction. Actually can't be. Oh my gosh. Anyway, yes.
No.
So what happens is she what? Oh, here we go. She wants to be on the podcast. I don't know if you guys heard her.
she's biting me.
She's biting you. She always loves to play. Huh?
Where's her bone?
I don't know. I think she had it already.
Here, oh,
Okay, I'll pause it here. Okay, so Riley is trying to impress the new girls, and she found out her two best friends are actually going to a different high school.
yeah.
So there's big changes for Riley in this one, and she's really put to the test, right? She does a lot so nice things, some mean things, but she's trying to impress the coach at this hockey camp with the older girls. She got on the older girls team.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. So overall, let's just do this. Overall, what did you think of the movie?
I thought it was very.
Okay, so what did you think? I'm sorry, they're laughing at me because our little puppy dog keeps trying to get in our podcast. Huh? She keeps disturbing our podcast. And mommy's laughing at me, huh? All right. So I'm sorry.
Okay.
So what did you think about the movie overall?
I thought it was very good. Overall.
Really? Did you feel like Riley? Did you kind of what's what I'm looking for here? Sympathize with her character? I mean, do you find that there's some things that she was going through that you might be going through in school, that type of thing?
Did you relate?
Did you relate? Thank you. That's the word. Did you relate to her character at all?
No.
Not yet.
Not there yet.
No,
Not there
I'm
yet?
not there yet.
No?
I'm not. She's older.
Just a few years.
Yeah,
Mom,
but I mean,
she's
there's
older and she's going through the P word.
the puberty. Yeah, but I mean, there are things that she was going through with her friends, and there are things that she was doing, like, you know how she wasn't supposed to sneak into the coach's office, and there are things that she was doing.
No,
I
I
mean,
didn't do any of that.
well, I know you didn't sneak in the coach's office. My point is that do you relate to her at all, though, her character? I mean, she's going through a lot of challenges.
I mean, our hair is kind of similar.
Okay. Mom, what did
Well,
you...
no, in regards to, I think Daddy's asking in regards to like pressure and being
Yeah.
the best and being competitive and, you know, knowing that you're good enough, you know, things like that, like you might relate. Like how you do in school.
Cross country.
Yeah, you're doing a lot of sports and stuff right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. Well, what about Jennifer? What about you? I know you,
Me next.
I got a little teary-eyed towards the end of that movie. So, what did you think of the movie overall? How did it affect you? What did you think of the story?
Yeah, it was really good. I thought it was better than the first one. And it kind of, it was really deep on some parts. And with anxiety, I think a lot of people can relate to that, especially when it starts off, you know, at a younger age. You know, even a 50-year-old, a woman over 50 can somewhat relate. That anxiety kind of comes back.
Well, it hits us. Yeah, it kind of hits us all through life.
Yeah,
And-
so it got very dramatic in one scene, like really deep, like whoa.
Well, she was going
Wow.
through. So towards the end, she was going through an anxiety attack during the big game, the big hockey
It was like,
game.
yeah, it was kind of interesting because, yeah, she went through the anxiety attack, but they show the scene where anxiety is like frozen and she can't be disturbed and she's just in another state.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they depicted anxiety very well of what kind of happens inside your body.
Yeah,
That you can't control it. That anxiety does take over.
Yeah, I thought they did do a good job of that. A kind of their interpretation of what it would be like to go through an anxiety attack, and how like you're saying, how anxiety, the character in her mind was just basically on. At this point, it was like well beyond. It's like she couldn't. Yeah, overwhelmed. Exactly. Good way to put it. She couldn't stop herself, and Joy had to come in and kind of and help her. Relieve her of that. It was just kind of like it had taken on a life of its own at that point, and then we saw Joy come in and help her, and then she was able to pull her back from the anxiety attack and kind of to calm back down. I thought it was really. I think what it is I think as a parent, as you're watching it, especially when you have a child that's not quite there yet, but going to go through that. I mean, as a parent, you see. As a parent, you see, well, just that stage of life, teenager. And as a parent, you see all the stuff that your kids go through and are going to go through. And it is. And it's very, because we know that, as a teenager, you're going to have a lot of challenges. And so as a parent, let me finish. As a parent, we kind of understand that. I think that's where that kind of hit us on that kind of level, at an adult level, and going through it ourselves. That's the way I felt watching it. Yeah.
I'm so surprised right now when you said that.
What?
It's gonna get harder in life. Nah.
Life is not easy.
Yeah.
It's not.
Uh-oh, we've got
Tests at school. It's so hard.
Yeah, it doesn't get easier. Well, see, and the whole idea,
It's how
Millie,
you cope with it.
the whole idea about it is that life is kind of simple, and you just deal with very simple things, and that's in her mind. And then as she gets older, more things get added, and that was the whole thing. And then also the idea of her trying to find her true self, and for like Joy to let go and quit taking control and letting Riley come into her own, the good and the bad. I mean, it all makes up the person. And that was kind of interesting too, how they portrayed that it's the good and the bad. It's not just all good. It's not just all bad. But it was very interesting how it portrayed it. So I thought it was really good. I thought overall I liked the movie. I heard people review it, and then there's people that did have problems with him bringing anxiety in as a character, especially for kids, to be exposed to that. But
That's when it starts.
I think, I think they did a good job with that. And the fact is that in this world, I think a lot of kids now can't escape anxiety. I think it's just a part of this world now. And so it's going to be up
talk
to,
about it.
yeah, it's up to us and how we react to it and how we're able to help especially our children get through it. So yeah, I thought overall it was a pretty good movie. Do you guys I don't know, anything else you want to say about it? Yes, go ahead, Mary.
I didn't really do my thing that I liked the movie or not.
What do you mean, like a thumbs up or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I didn't do my review.
Like how many stars out of 5?
Yeah.
Okay, well, go ahead. Let us know.
So, what was I gonna say? I really did like the movie, but like towards the end, it kind of got a little crazy. With the beginning and with the new emotions coming, like a lot of different characters came. And like some characters from TV shows, like imaginary.
Characters from
Remember?
TV shows.
Oh,
She had,
they
like, a deep, dark
they
secret.
had, yeah, they had other characters that were like more animated.
Like cartoon. Yeah, the Pouchy, you know, I
Yeah.
will say that. The Pouchy character was kind of a plot device. Like they just needed something, and so they threw in this character, which didn't quite. To me, that's the only part that I was like, they really didn't need that character. Didn't really, but they needed to get the dynamite there somehow in the story to blow the big dam of all these bad memories, so that they could get back. Because it was kind of the same premise as the first one. They got locked out of the tower, and they have to get back to the tower.
Well, yeah, there's
to
all these
help Riley.
characters in the background that are in the
Mm-hmm.
mind, that are in like there was like, weren't there like little policemen?
Yeah, but those
Little
are like
security
little
guards
ancillary.
there.
Those are kind of ancillary. I don't see them as being anything, too. I don't know. They weren't a big part of the story. The only one was the Pouchy character, and it was kind of reminding me of the Bing Bong character in the first one, but it still didn't have the emotional weight, or I don't know. It didn't really.
I don't think it intended to have that.
Yeah, like I said, it
emotional
was a
weight.
plot device because they
Yeah.
needed dynamite, so they had to throw something in there. So that was the only problem I had with it.
I honestly wish they bring Bing Bong in this, because it's kind of like, oh, Bing Bong's there in the first one.
I think he went away, honey.
Yeah, that was the whole. He had to sacrifice himself to save them.
Oh,
So
like
he
I
went-
haven't watched the
Well,
first one.
maybe
in a
we
It's been a
should
while.
have. Maybe we should have
First
watched
watch
the first one.
Yeah, maybe we'll go back and watch the first one and do another review. Yeah, and see what you think of that now.
It was real. I thought I would give it 5 out of 5 stars, but that's just my
Ooh,
opinion.
wow, nice.
Um,
How many stars, Millie?
5 out of 5.
You gave it 5 out of 5? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What? My favorite
Uh-oh.
character.
It is bedtime.
My
It's pretty
fa-
late.
My favorite character, mostly was, I think, Anxiety, because she was, I know like Joy is like probably the main character in the other one, but like Anxiety is probably the second one who comes in a little bit more than
Yeah.
the other characters. And actually saw that Sadness was getting a little happy during
Yeah, Sadness had some great moments.
Sadness had a lot of great moments.
She's integral.
I think what it was too in the end is that they found a way, like I said, Riley kind of created her own. They let Riley create her own personality, her own who she is. But then they also all found a way to kind of get along. Like in the very end, when Anxiety was kind of getting a little bit crazy at the end, remember? And she's like, "Oh, go sit down in your
Yeah.
special chair." And they had a relaxing chair and gave her some tea to relax. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
And then you got to see the parents. See, the parents still deal with that stuff too, right?
Yes, it
In the
was
very
so
end.
funny at the end. They were like, "Oh, how'd camp go?" And then she was like, and then boredom, just because boredom is kind of bored, and he's like, I don't care. Like if this is a good reason. Like if a teacher is giving you a math fact, like 2 times 2. It's like if you already know it and you're kind of bored of just like, and if somebody else doesn't know it and they're asking like a lot of questions, it's kind of like bored just sitting there because you already know it.
Well, yeah, but I
And the
think
teacher's trying to explain.
at the end when they were at the dinner table, what the idea was is that Riley had all this stuff in her mind. She's like, "Oh my gosh," Anxiety was like, "I can't tell this, I can't say that. What if I say this? What if I say that?"
Yeah.
And that's why that they came in and like, just say it was okay. Remember, and it was kind of like. And then, so that's why she said it, because she didn't really want to tell her parents all the crazy stuff that happened.
Yeah.
And then the parents knew, though, right? Remember, in the parents' mind, they're like,
Bailey got me.
"Uh-oh, our dog's down there
Yeah,
chewing on
I'm kind of
everything."
explaining. I'm kind of explaining the character of boredom,
Yes,
and I mean, wait,
obviously
what
that was your favorite character.
What was the? Yeah, I think he was the favorite character. I know Anxiety was like the second because he was the most hilarious person. Like I kind of go for like the most funniest.
Yeah,
Wait, what was his name?
who?
The pink guy.
That was Embarrassment.
Embarrassment, yeah. Embarrassment was at the end he was happy. He was usually embarrassed.
Yeah,
I say he's all kind of like Sadness in the other movie. He's
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah, it's kind of like sadness, but they all had kind of their moment to shine. Yeah. Yeah, so it was really good. I don't know. I think I would give it probably a 3.5 out of 5.
Well, okay, tell us
Yeah.
why.
It was good. I think it picked up in the end. The end really got to me because, like I said, I think that kind of hits people as far as, what what we have gone through as kids, what kids are going to go through our kids.
No.
Yeah,
no,
and so
no.
that as a parent, that really kind of hit me. So that got me there in the very end. But yeah, I'd say probably it wasn't. I don't know if I like it better than the first one myself. It's different for sure, but I don't know if I like it better. So
I have 2 questions.
yes,
Okay, so out of this whole movie, I already said it. Boredom. Wait, no. Oh yeah, boredom is my favorite character. Okay, I have one more question after this. What's your favorite character and what's your favorite character?
okay. So she's asking us our favorite character. I think mine is still probably. I would say I like Joy, but probably Anger is my favorite character because it reminds me of me.
Oh, with Bailey.
Okay,
Mom.
what's your favorite?
Probably. I like Sadness.
Oh,
Sadness.
Sadness is a good one.
She's right up my alley.
So you think what? Yes, I do get a little upset at Bailey, our
Yeah.
little puppy, when she does things like dig in my yard. Yes, and then Anger comes out, and then Joy I have to find Joy somewhere in there, huh? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I think that's pretty good, right? Anything else you guys want to say? Should we wrap it
I
up?
have a second question.
I'm sorry. I thought that was that already? What was your second one? Hurry, we got to
Good
end this
time,
up.
girl.
Yep.
If you were to
No pressure. We got to wrap it up. Let's go.
honestly, like, what do you think? Like, I know, like, you already answered that question, but like, what do you think was your favorite? Wait, you didn't answer that. I thought you did. What was your favorite part of the whole movie? I'll go first.
Okay, go.
My favorite part is when, at the very end, Borden comes, and she's like, "Oh, it was okay." That was my favorite part.
'Cause that's how you answer
And
us.
And the parents were like, "Oh, come on.
They
We know
knew.
there's more than that."
Yeah.
And the dad. That was my favorite part.
That was the favorite part because that's how you respond to us, and we're like, "Hey, how was this? How was that?" And you're like, it's all right. It's okay." Okay, Mom, what's your favorite part?
Oh, there's a lot of favorite parts, but
Like, what's your,
I'll
like,
just mention
most?
it's not most favorite, but I like the little character, the little old lady.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Popping in.
yeah.
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia, that was cute.
So they have this little character that keeps popping in. She has gray
Maybe,
hair.
yeah.
And her name is Nostalgia. And every time they think that, she pops in when she thinks she has to remember something. Like, remember back in the day when that, and she's like, not yet, Nostalgia. In other words, we're not at that point yet.
Maybe Nostalgia might be back, maybe in when Riley gets older or when the mom.
It'll be interesting if they do an Inside Out 3. There's rumors they might.
There might.
I would say yes. My favorite part of the movie was when Riley was having that anxiety attack, like you're saying, and anxiety was just, spinning out of control at the control board there in her mind, and then
That
Joy,
was a deep moment.
Joy
It was
goes in
very
there,
deep.
and kind of says it's okay, and telling anxiety that it's all right, and it helps her let go and gets her out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Riley kind of ends up pulling herself out of that, which was very cool. And then to add to that, because Joy at this point kind of has to take a back seat, and she knows it. But also, when you see the little stardust that's from Joy that's pulling her to the control,
was
and
nice.
Sadness was like, she's calling for you,
That was
Joy.
sweet.
Yeah.
I have one more comment. It's going to be very fast.
Okay.
When the friends move away, she actually got new friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what was on the other hockey team? And she did make the hockey. Wait, what was it called? The hockey team?
Yeah, she made that
She
hockey
made
team that
the-
she wanted to. Yeah.
Yeah, she was like all scared, and she was. Well, she wasn't scared, but like she was like excited and. A
I
little
like how they
scared at
didn't
the
tell
same
us though,
time.
but you
Yeah,
saw
at the
the
very
reaction
end.
in her
At the very end,
face
she-
that
Yeah.
oh, okay, she probably got in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it all
Her
worked
face
out,
was
huh?
happy at the end.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for that.
Oh, finally we're done.
We are done. All right, guys. Hey,
Nighty night.
Thank you. Yeah, I know it's pretty late
I'm
here.
going to bed.
You're
right
going to
now.
bed? All
Yeah.
right. I know you got school tomorrow. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. As always, check out our social media. And if you can, please give us a thumbs up or rate the show. It helps us out in the algos. And we will see you guys on the next one. Do you want to say bye?
Bye.
Whoa. Jen?
Bye.
Bye.
All right. See you guys later.
See you guys later.